Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. We have the ultimate comparison here. The obvious comparison, which I have not done yet, and we're going to do today, the AMX 5100, the French Tier 8 heavy tank, is getting ready to play. We're going to compare and contrast the French heavies and the Swedish heavies. The most natural comparison. We're not starting at Tier 1 and 2. We compared the Swedish versus Japanese medium lines because both those lines lead to the ultimate Ridgeline Warrior medium tanks, the STV-1 and the UDEZ Tier 10. Both fantastic Ridgeline Warriors with the best gun depression in the game. But the lines are not similar all the way through. And we compared the French... what did we compare? The French medium autoloaders with the Czech autoloaders. We compared that, and that was interesting. We compared the British mediums with the American mediums, which are very similar lines. It was a very interesting comparison. We did that all the way from Tier 1 to Tier 10. Now, French and Swedish heavies both start getting autoloaders at Tier 8. In fact, the Swedish don't even get a heavy tank until Tier 8. Grind down the medium lines, and then you get to Tier 8, you can start the heavy lines. The French, you grind down the heavy line right from Tier 4. And we're not going to go through the whole line. We're just going to start here where both nations get the autoloaders. The Tier 8, the Tier 7 French tank is not an autoloader. The Tier 8 does this. One. Oops. The enemy a creep. And the enemy now is Touche, and he's dead, and just auto-lock and let him have it. These poor guys. That guy just fired. His full clip did about 1,477 damage, and is on a reload. That's how you play the French. That's how you play the French auto-loading heavies. So what I was going to say, the French Tier 7 heavy tank is... Maybe we should have started early. Maybe we should have went to, the BDR, and then the next one, and then that French one that's really bad. The Tier 7. And then you can branch. You can branch to the super heavily armored. Well, it's not super heavily armored. I'm doing a bad job of this commentary. At Tier 7, the French heavies branch to the armored line, which is slow and armored and has a single shotgun, and the other line goes to this, which is the auto-loading line, which relies on burst damage, and auto-aiming obviously is what you do, a little bit of ramming, a little bit of auto-aiming. This is just... Burask, you got 2 shots, but he's got more than 2. Holy shit. Cible perdu. So at Tier 8, you can branch down the auto-loading line or the heavily armored line. This line leads to the 50B. For the Swedish, it leads to the Kranwagen. So we're comparing those two lines. Okay, we've missed half the game here. He's done 3,000 damage already while I made a mockery of the kind of intro I was trying to do. But basically, at Tier 8, you have a choice. Which auto-loading heavy line do you go down? Is the Kranwagen the king? And what's the grind like? Or is the AMX 50B the king? And what's the grind like? So this is what you get at Tier 8 in the French auto-loading grind. This AMX 5100. And it's just a wonky tank. We're watching a great game here, but games don't always go like this. Because you have no armor, you're fast but not that fast, and you have a really long reload. So when you're caught out with this long reload, it's not very fun. But this guy has just stumbled into enemies so far and making it look easy. He's stumbled into enemies when he has a full magazine, which this is a beast when it has a full magazine. You do not want to encounter one of these when you come around the corner, even if you're full HP. Because, defend this. Okay, let's see. The defender thinks, I've got him. So, well, he does. He blocked that one. And he's a defender, so he's fast, and he's scooting away like a Russian super heavy. Russian super heavy should be able to scoot away like medium tanks. He's probably got turbo, because now you don't have gun depression, and you're going to take one for... Oh, he got him! It only took 3 shots. I bet that defender was running turbo, because Wargaming it keeps adding things to this game so to make the tanks not behave like they're supposed to behave. Because you know you can have an IS-7 with turbo that's as fast as a Leopard, and wait till you finish what is it that we're on the battle pass thing? Oh, you hit the dirt. There you go. Make it count. Make it count. Make it. Don't take it yet. Don't. You might as well. And then you have to go on the long reload home. Oh boy. So now if that guy was an IS-7 with turbo, he'd rush you. All this stuff that they're adding with this battle pass and shit. Now they have the new advanced purple turbo. All it's doing is creating power creep in every way for every tank, so that you can... Now you have, like I said, super heavies that can scoot around at 70 kilometers an hour if they have the right equipment. Or it's just... I don't know. It's removing all barriers between tanks, so tanks don't have to worry about their rolls anymore. They can just... You got a slow tank, just turbo it. That's just... I'm not a fan, but it's new content and people love it, right? Love to drive around like Mario Karts. And Wargaming makes millions. Ka-ching! But watch. This is a French super heavy autoloader. 1, he's finally doing it right. 2, and this guy's thinking, who's shooting me? And 3. Before he can react, he's dead. Now this is the dilemma with this tank. Does he go for a reload or does he not? He chooses to go for a reload. Why? Because the last known enemy positions are at... Well, they're the other way, buddy. The other way. Do you not have a mini-map? They're over here. Look at the mini-map, guys. There's 1, 2 last known positions. And they're winning. And so obviously in a French tank it's time to retreat. And that's another thing about the French. Retreat! Relay touche! Retreat! Why are you retreating, buddy? Well, he's on a long reload. He doesn't want to get caught out. Versus 2 of those guys, but you did not have to drive all the way around this stupid thing. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. Here he goes. Now he's invincible. He's got the TNH. Well, that guy could hurt him. Yeah, that guy could hurt him. But I think he's got the burst damage that he can handle. Burst damage is his friend. Getting caught out when he's reloading is his enemy, because he really has no armor to speak of. Here he goes. He's going to do a big flanking maneuver here and leave his Su-101 to die. Because why wouldn't you do that? You can make flanking maneuvers with it because it's not that bad. It's going 47, 48. You know, which used to be fast in the old meta. This was the fast heavy line. Guys, this is how much this game has changed, right? This is an old line. He's going 48, 50. He just hit 50, 52, 51. And most of it he's driving around at 40, 45. And that was fast for a heavy line back in the day. But now, you know, you got a slow heavy, just slap some turbo on there. Maybe the purple turbo, do this, do that. And you have other heavy lines that are not supposed to be fast now. Can just scoot around. If this guy finds himself in a tier 10 game, we're not watching a tier 10 game. We're watching full tier 8. He finds himself in a tier 10 game, and I kid you not, I'm going to use the IS-7 again as an example. An IS-7 with the super Wazooble new Bounty turbo can just scoot around at 70, or not 70, 68. The IS-7 can go 59.5. Put the new turbo on it, you're going to increase by what, 7, 8? You're going 65. You can't catch an IS-7 in this thing now. The whole game has changed. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Burst damages is king. No, just take the hit and take him out. Don't be fancy. You've got another guy to contend with. There you go. There you go. Which is French for reload. Beautiful game so far, guys. 4,973 damage. Now, if that guy YOLO'd him, if he had turbo, This commentary is devolving into a criticism of the power creep in this game. I don't think that a tier 10 super heavy should be able to mount super turbo and whiz around the map at 68 kilometers an hour. To me, it's just stupid. But you know, maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe some of you young kids that stopped playing Mario Kart so that you could, you know, play World of Tanks think it's really cool that your i7 can go almost 70. You know, maybe that's the new market for wargaming. That's you know, that's their new customer base. Well, look at this one. Oh, boy! Do you notice he reloads faster than he aims? Now, this guy is not a super Unicom with all the amazing equipment. I think he's got this thing. It's just regular schmo gameplay here, guys. He's shooting regular ammo, which we haven't even looked at yet. It's a fantastic 232 pen, 300 damage, and the APCR is 263, 300 damage. He didn't even use them. He's not running food, and he won the game. Well done to you, buddy. Well done to you, War Assassin 24. Fantastic game. He ends up with 7 kills, 5,739 damage. And he actually made credits because he did not spam APCR like a motherfucker. And he's a regular schmo that made credits. Well played, well played. Now the first tier 8 Swedish heavy tank, and the first Swedish heavy tank is the Emil 1. He finds himself in a tier 9 game here. And instead of having 6 shots with 300 alpha, 232 pen on the regular round, this particular one has 217 pen and 360 alpha. So a little lower pen, higher alpha, but he only gets 3 shots. The APCR round is 242 pen, 360 alpha. Let's see how this guy makes out. He's finding himself, I'm in a tier 9 game. I have to be a little bit careful, but I've got a strong turret. I've got good gun depression. I've got an autoloader. I'm going to raise my PP, and I'm going to go fight like a man. So the AMX, the one we just watched, the AMX 5100, very situational. We watched a very well-played and somewhat lucky game. At the beginning of the game, he just blundered his way towards enemies who were not ready. At the end of the game, he used his smarts. This tank here is a little bit more forgiving, I think, except if you get hit by this guy or that guy, it's going to hurt in the morning. Oh, and he just fires a shot just in frustration to maybe scare him. He wants to get hull down. It's okay hull down, but not really versus tier 9s. It's not okay. Can he take a shot there? Boom, yes. And can he take another shot? Boom. Much better gun. Did you notice that? Much better gun handling on the second shot. Oh, and of course. Your game's going to be miserable now because they've put artillery in this battle. And he's going to shit on you all game. But the second shot and the third shot, aim. The aim time isn't longer than the reload. So you're ready to shoot as soon as you're reloaded. The gun handling seems better. The gun depression is better. The turret is better. But you only get 3 shots. And when I say the turret is better, it's better, but it's not Kranwagen, okay? It's Emil 1. So versus tier 7s and 6s, maybe the turret is pretty good. Versus tier 8s, not so much. Versus tier 9s, your turret is cheese. Even if you're hull down, even on some wonky angles. But let's see. He's in the perfect spot here. He's just going to wait for some of these dumbos to do what they're doing. And, oh, don't sit in front of him. Don't sit in front of him. Oh, he bounced 740 on his turret. So with that angle, he, ooh, look at that. Beautiful. Yes, very good. Very good. I just said it was cheese, but on with that extreme angle and them shooting up at him. And he's looking at his turret now going, holy shit. And that was the perfect situation. They're on low ground. They're shooting up. He's angled his turret down. This guy's a muppet. And he's going to take 1. And he's saying, who shot me? And 2. That's who shot me. No, don't poke. Now he's calling, help, team. I'm in a tier 9 game. And the tier 9s are coming. And I've got, where's my team? He's got no team. Oh, yeah, he's got an artillery. Okay, now the T-30's been shit on. Or, I mean, the 50 TP has been shit on. It's good to have artillery in the game so I can randomly shit on some unsuspecting player. Oh, he took a hit. Oof. His turret traverse there seemed really slow. He's got to worry about this Muppet. What is this Muppet doing? He doesn't know. He's not sure why he's playing this game. And he probably logged on to his daddy's account, and his daddy is going to wonder, why did my win rate drop 3 points on the weekend? Well, it's because of him. He was playing your account, Daddy. So far, to me, it looks like this Emil one is just a more user-friendly, more forgiving tank. It's more traditional. 3 shots. The shots are quick. The reload's not excruciating. And the burst damage on 3 shots with, the 360 alpha. Whoa! 360 alpha is... Can he do it? Yes, 1. And the yellow Panzeret. He took a hit there because his hull is showing. The 360 alpha 3 shots is pretty damn impressive. And now he's only got 2. He's only got 2 shots. But artillery comes to the rescue again. And the Muppet missed. Ding dong, the Muppet missed. Which Muppet? That guy right there that takes 1. And he's confused. Aim, 2. Oh, he left him on 1 HP because he low rolled. He low rolled both shots. 343, 338. Because Wargaming said so. You're bottom tier. It's not your turn to have a fun game. It's your turn to be cannon fodder. You will low roll every shot you take. In fact, you shot the P44. You rolled 329. You shot the Bisante. You rolled 347. Oh, he took him out. Yes! Oh my God! He bounced another 860. He's bouncing like a boss. And he's so happy he starts humping a rock. But the score, they're still losing. He's had the game of his life already with 5,155 damage, and he has no team. Simply no team, and he's not even top tier. He's holding this position. He's doing the best he can. He's looking for... Oh, why did you back away? Oh, you would have had him, buddy. You had position. Why did you back away? I think he was scared. Maybe he was going to take a shot from a invisible tank. But he had position on that guy. He was at the ridgeline. And he would have killed... And now he takes a shot from someone he didn't see. So what you were trying to avoid came back to bite you. And now you have to fight a Bisante who could be... He knew you were there. But he's also playing... Daddy! I think your win rate's going to go down about 2% over this weekend. He knew you were there, but he chose not to turn around. If you hear those splashy footprints, splash, splash, splash footprints in the shower behind you, you probably want to turn around. Okay, shoot! Yes! Shoot again! And one more time. One more time. Oh. At least this guy hit a tier 9. You just owned a tier 9. Can you snap? Oh, and he took the shot. Took the shot anyway because the dilemma is, do you reload or do you not reload? And you notice, guys, shooting regular ammo, 217 pen. I'm featuring 2 non-premium shell spamming Unicoms. 2 regular schmoes playing their tanks the best they can with regular ammo, and this guy's not even top tier, so shout out to you. Let's introduce you now. I was going to wait till the end, but I'll introduce you now. His name is Nunger. Nunger 12 from the ATU club. Shout out to you guys! Playing a tank that's similar to the French one in that they're autoloaders, but very different game style, right? This is a hull down beast. You have to get hull down, and you have to use your gun depression. Whereas the French one, you can still get hull down, you can still use somewhat your guns, you can still do that. But the French one is more about, surprise! I'm here! Il est touché! You want to surprise them, and then you have amazing burst damage. So that the French one almost plays like a big, fat, stupid medium tank. Whereas this one plays like the Kranwagen, but it's just the little itty bitty Kranwagen, right? And back in the day, the AMX 5100 with that burst damage and that speed was a formidable opponent because remember, as I said, going 40-45 was fast when it was introduced in the game, and now going 45 kilometers an hour is like you're one of the slowest super heavies. You're one of the slowest tanks in the game if you're crawling around at 40. That's just the way the game's changed, guys. Need for speed. They need the games to be over faster. They need you to buy the consumables more often. They want you to get the purple equipment so you can scoot around and keep up with those wheeled vehicles. And the maps aren't any bigger. Right? The maps are all the same size, and now the vehicles are scooting around twice as fast. And yet fanboys still wonder, well, how come the games only last 3 minutes now? It must be the players aren't playing well anymore. People need to learn to get good. There's so many bad It's not the players. It's not the skill level. It's just math. If tanks travel twice as fast, boom. If tanks travel twice as fast and the map's the same size, they're gonna fight faster. They got more DPM. They got purple gun rammers. They got super turbo. Mario! It's ridiculous. It's no longer World of Tanks. It's World of spam heat, DPM, and turbochargers. But am I digressing again? Klaus, you're a bad boy. Concentrate on the game here. We're contrasting the Swedish and the French. Auto loading. Can he feather the shot in? Do it. Oh yes! Oh yeah, baby! He comes out of it with Ace Tanker, top on his team with 6,563 damage, 7 kills. And he also made credits because he did not spam APCR like a motherfucker. And thanks for watching, guys. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We're going to continue with Tier 9 tomorrow. Or if you have some ideas on what other tank lines we should compare and contrast, leave it in the comment section. I'll read your comments, and I will catch you on the next one.